seconds. Okay, and we're back with more Limbus Company. It's been a little while since we checked in with this crew. Obviously, new seasons come out, so we have a new chapter that we can do. A portion of ego shards will be carried over to... Okay, well, I guess that's useful. Ego shards not carried over, turned into thread. Okay, portion, okay, got it, cool. Grab these. Think. Just kind of mark those off, just make sure they're red. Awesome, cool. So apparently we got a new season. So let's go ahead and actually we might need that, so let's not do that yet. There we go. And okay, so what do we have here? We have Marisol. Use a target extraction at the moment. What do we have? Rose Spanner Workshop, Rep, Rodion Fixer, and Marisol. Okay. Do one quick pull.
새로운 업무는 좌측에.
Okay, so we got the new Marisol. Ooh, okay, so stuff we didn't get last time we can go back and grab. And okay, so we don't miss out on these. Okay, that's good.
검의 향연을 이룰 시간.
Go ahead and put some of our main egos on. Okay, so that's still under construction. We don't have that one yet. Nothing's changed over here.
검의 향연을 이룰 시간이 돌아와.
Okay. We don't know how, it doesn't show how many chapters there are yet. Okay, interesting. I found myself looking at the dead and dying sinners in the middle of the nest, a place that's supposed to be peaceful, but in front of me, I began tracking my memories to figure out what had happened.
우리는 야심가도 탐욕가도 아니며 그저 기술을 사랑했던 아이에 불과했지.
We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who loved technology.
처음으로 우리가 숨을 쉰다고 느꼈던 그날을 기억하오?
Do you remember the day when we first felt like that we were breathing?
그때는 말일세.
Back then,
그 숨만으로도 충분했었어.
that breath alone would suffice.
아님 유독
Or perhaps
그날만 공기가 맑았거나.
it was the air that was exceptionally clear that day. The view was obscured with smoke and dust. Terrified screams, hopeless outcries, pain moans, and the sound of harsh objects breaking create a cacophony.
시계를 돌려야 할 시간이요.
It is time to turn the clock. I could hear you saying, the only conscious sinner at the moment muster up his remaining strength to speak. The others are on the floor amongst dismembered corpses like powerless puppets. Fatal injuries were left by an abnormality. Yet we were in the middle of a nest. Weren't abnormalities supposed to be confined within lobotomy corpse branch facilities or dungeons? Meanwhile, the abnormality pierced Yusing's abdomen as I wondered. I had no one else to share this question with.
이번엔 어디를 가는 건가요?
Where are we going this time? The sinner seemed to grow quite accustomed to this work. As if we were on a road trip, so I'm far less hesitant to ask our next destination.
아니요. 이번 작전의 시작점은 장소가 아니라 사람입니다.
That's not quite the right question. The mission begins with a person rather than a place. There was also something I didn't show as it was updating before here. Apparently there's like a whole back area of Mephistopheles that just goes on and on and on, and if you go back there if you go past your rooms, it ends up being a really fucked up place. I kind of wish I recorded that, but it was like such a short little scene that it wasn't worth doing a whole stream on. Mission begins with a person rather than a place.
사람이라 하였소?
A person, you say?
의뢰인이 계시거든요.
We happen to have a client.
그건 저희가 해결사 사무소처럼 외부로부터 의뢰까지 받는다는 소리예요?
You mean we take requests from outside like we're a fixer office or something?
벌써부터 의뢰가 몰아치고 있는 겐가? 훌륭하군. 곧 이름 날리는 해결사가 되어버릴지도 모르겠어.
Oh, hath our carriage begun to be frequented by requests already? Excellente. It may take little time at all to become a renowned fixer.
조용. 질문에 대한 대답은 내가 한다.
Quiet. I'll be answering questions.
너희도 알다시피 황금가지라는 존재는 비교적 최근에 발견된 개념이다.
As you all know, the golden bows are a relatively recent discovery.
다행스럽게도 일전에 거쳐온 J사나 D사는 황금가지에 특별한 관심을 두지 않았어.
Fortunately, J Corp and D Corp didn't have much interest when we visited their districts.
그래서 뒷골목에 잡배들이 어슬렁거리거나 변변치 않은 것들이 조직을 만들어 점령하곤 했지.
That's why those facilities were populated by no more than backstreet miscreants and ragtag syndicates.
하지만 일찌감치 황금가지의 존재를 눈치채기도 한 날개도 있지. 지금 우리가 있는 K사처럼.
However, there are wings that have caught wind of their existence and value early, like K Corp, whose turf we're in right now.
하지만 K사에 있었던 황금가지는 우리가 이미 얻은 거 아니었어?
But I thought we already taken the golden bow here in K Corp's nest.
하나의 날개에 하나의 황금가지만 존재한다고 한 적 없는 것 같은데.
I never said that there was any rules that said only one bow may exist in a district.
로보토미 지부는 우리의 생각보다 복잡하다. 말 그대로 가지처럼 곳곳에 뻗어 있지.
Distribution of lobotomy corpse branch facilities is more complicated than you might suspect. They can be found everywhere, spread quite literally like tree branches.
저희 집 지하실과 연결되어 있던 것처럼 말이죠.
Like how one was connected to our estate's basement.
황금가지에 대한 소유권은 아직까지 명확히 정의된 바가 없다.
There also hasn't been any clear definitions about who owns the bows.
그렇기 때문에 황금가지를 최초로 발견한 자에게 소유권이 넘어간다라는 원시적인 규칙을 적용하고 있을 뿐이고.
Which is why everyone's been playing by the primitive rule that the first finders of the bow are its keepers.
잠들어 있는 보물은 원래 먼저 찜한 사람이 가지는 거니까.
Well, that's how it usually goes with slumbering treasures.
그래서 황금가지 소유권을 조건으로 의뢰를 받았다는 소린가?
In that case, are you telling us we've accepted the request to earn ownership of a golden bow?
정확히는 그쪽에서 거래를 제안해 온 거지.
To be exact, they made the offer first.
우리로서는 황금가지가 걸려있는 의뢰인이만큼 선택의 여지는
Since a golden bow is on the line, we have
없었겠네요.
no choice. I get it now.
그러니 이 얘기를 언제까지 반복해야 할지 모르겠지만 의뢰인에게 밉보일 행동은 하지 말도록.
Thus, I don't know how many times I have to remind you of this, but do not do anything to aggravate the client. By the way,
그럼 목적지에 도착할 때까지 닥치고 있도록
now then,
하던 대로 말이야.
keep your mouth shut until we're there. All as usual.
단테 씨가 무언가를 말하려는 것 같았어요.
They seem to have something to say. Thank you, Faust.
미안하게 됐습니다, 단테. 째깍거리는 것에 일일이 반응해 준다는 게 여간 익숙한 일은 아니니까 말입니다.
Sorry about that, Dante. I do hope you understand it's quite cumbersome to grow used to the concept that the ticking of a clock can be something to respond to. So what are the golden bows used for anyway? When I think about it, all we were told was a vague order to collect them, nothing about the company's plan to do with them.
그가 황금가지의 쓰임새에 대해 묻고 있군요.
They're asking about the purpose of the golden bows.
드디어 반출하는 것을 하는 겁니까, 관리자 단테. 회사의 행보에 호기심을 다 가지시다니.
I see you finally begun to ruminate on subjects, Manager Dante. Here you are, growing curious about the company's plans.
그렇다면 이 길잡이도 친절한 설명을 통해 관리를 도와야만 하겠군요.
Then I ought to aid your management as a guide by providing kind explanation.
황금가지라는 건
The golden bows?
말 그대로 가지입니다. 줄기에서 뻗어나가고자 하는 부분이 있다면 그것을 가지라고 부르지요. 그리고 그 가지는 황금색으로 빛나죠.
You're such a dick. They are branches, as their name suggests. That's what we call stems growing from the trunk of a tree. These ones happen to have a golden glow.
오, 과연
Oh, forsooth. Don Quixote was quite the only one responding passionately to this information. Thanks to this exchange, he painted me as an ignorant bloke who doesn't even know what a branch is. Roger shrugs at me as if to chaff me for expecting a real answer.
베르, 길이 막혔어.
Verge,
가야 해.
the road is blocked. Should I go around it?
막혔다고요?
It's blocked?
막다른 길은 이상한데요. 더군다나 K사 둥지 한복판에 뭔가 소동이 생길 일이 있을.
Strange that there's a blocked road. It's in the middle of K-Corp's nest, too. It's unlikely that there's a scene. Before Ishmael could finish her sentence, a dull thud at the window interrupted her.
방금 버스에 부딪혀서 튕겨져 나간 거 사람이었지?
Somebody just got flung off the bus and blinked off. That was a person, wasn't it?
40대 초반으로 보이는 남성. 후두부에 큰 손상을 입은 것 같군. 부딪히기 전부터 죽어 있었다.
A male individual who appears to be in his early 40s. There seems to be serious injury to his occipital region. Occipital? He's had already died before the impact.
단순한 소동은 아닌 듯하군.
Yeah, sure doesn't seem like the average scuffle.
해결할 수 있는 문제라면 해결한 후 다시 돌아오고.
Pit stop. If it's a problem you can handle, come back after you're done.
그럴 수 있는 문제가 아니라면?
And what if it isn't?
해결이 될 때까지 끊임없이 시계가 돌려지겠지.
The clock will have to spin until it's been dealt with. That's one elegant way to tell us to go die a thousand deaths.
그럼
Now then,
전원 하차.
off the bus.
왜? 어차피 이렇게 말할 거 아니었어? 대신 말해준 거잖아.
What? Weren't you about to say the same thing anyway? Saved you the trouble.
기대되네요. 이번엔 또 어떤 모험이 우리를 기다리고 있을까요?
I just can't wait. What adventures are in store for us this time? Why are there abnormalities in the middle of K-Corp's nest? Virgilius seemed to mean that when he said we can return to the bus after we dealt the commotion. Passing by frightened crowds, we headed to the center of the mess. Okay. I think at this point,
현장 지휘자가 필요한가?
there's really no sense not taking some of our stronger
제
units.
차례인가요?
준비. 손맛이 뭔지 보여주지.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
버스 너머로 봤다시피 이곳은 둥지 한복판입니다. 예상치 못한 소동과는 거리가 제일 멀어야 할 장소죠.
As you saw through the bus, we're in the middle of a nest. This place should be the first away from unexpected trouble.
그렇다는 건 진기한 소동이라는 뜻인가요?
That would mean this is a precious commotion. Would that mean this is a precious commotion? Everyone except the drowsy Hong Lao had tensed up, carefully looking what was going on. Is that... Someone was running this way in a hurry from the other side. The civilian was too busy running to look ahead. They bumped into the sinners and fell to the ground.
저기로 가면 안 돼요.
Don't go that way.
자, 안심하시오. 우리는 그대들을 지키기 위해 달려온.
Come now, you may rest easy. We have galloped to save innocent lives such as you, for we are...
영웅 같은 건 아니니까 쓸데없는 말은 하지 마시죠.
We are no such thing as heroes, so please don't say anything unnecessary.
어이, 우린 저 앞으로 가야 돼. 별것도 아닌 걸로 멈춰 세운 거면 몽둥이 찜질 당할 줄 알아라.
Oi, we need to get across here. If you're here to stop us for nothing, I'll give you a taste of this bat. Look at Heathcliff's intimidating face and Ishmael's frowned expression in turn. The civilians seemed to take a moment to consider which would be more of a threat.
있어서는 안 될 것이.
There's something ahead, something that shouldn't be real.
뭔지는 모르겠어요. 처음 보는 것이 다들 소리 지르면서 도망치다가 사람들이 나뒹굴고 불을 타고.
I don't know what it was. I've never seen anything like it. Everyone was screaming and running, and people rolling on the floor set on fire.
앞에 있던 것이 인간의 형태가 아니었나?
Did the entity you witnessed have a form that did not resemble a human?
맞아요.
Yeah, you're right. That's right.
사람이 아닌 것이라면
If it isn't a human being, keeping the suspected possibilities in our minds, we headed for the center of the disturbance.
이게 어떻게 된 일이죠?
What the fuck? Oh, what's going on?
뒤틀림인지 뭔지일 수도 있는 거 아니야? 치킨집처럼.
It could be distortion or whatever, no? Like that chicken fryer? No, that's different. That one is an abnormality, not a distortion. I'm sure of it. Somehow.
한태 씨가 말씀하신 대로 환상체일 확률이 높습니다. 관리자는 느낄 수 있으니까요.
As Dante suggested, that entity is likely to be an abnormality. Our manager is able to feel it. But then why is an abnormality in the middle of a nest?
파우스트도 보고 받아본 적 없는 현상이네요. 대부분의 로보토미 지부들은 몰락과 동시에 지부 폐쇄를 진행했어요.
It's a phenomenon Faust has never been notified of. Most facilities lobotomy corp were shut down as soon as the wing was dissolved. I was reminded of the site burial Yuri talked about, but I quickly shook of the gloomy memories.
설사 그 사이에 환상체가 탈출을 했더라도 적어도 이번 작전 직전에는 보고가 있었어야 타당해요.
Even if an abnormality did break out in the meantime, there should have been a report informing us of the fact before this mission.
ACC가 저런 광경을 확인하지 못했을 것이라고 생각하긴 어려우니까요.
It's hard to imagine that LCC would have been unable to notice if such an event actually occurred.
저기 있는 사람들은 K사 쪽에서 파견된 직원들일까요?
Could they be the security staff sent by K-Corp?
환상체를 제압하고 있다기보다는 그냥 무참히 짓밟히고 있는데요.
Rather than suppressing the abnormality, they're just being completely wrecked.
마치 D사지부에서 신나게 쥐어터졌던 우리 모습을 보는 것 같은 걸.
It sort of takes me back to the time we got beat bad in D-Corp's district.
아니, 전에 닭집도 그러더니 K사는 원래 이런 거야? 이제 이런 식의 환영 인사는 사양하고 싶은데.
Oh, come on. First the chicken restaurant guy goes cuckoo, and now this? I'm really over this kind of welcome from Nest K. Right as they complained. Ah, bloody. Debris created by the abnormality nearly grazed past us.
뭐해? 얼빠지게 구경만 하고 있다간 우리도 저 새끼들도
What the hell are you doing? Just watching from here won't do us any good.
모조리 곤죽행이라고.
It'll crush us all to a pulp.
단단히 착각하고 있는 모양인데 저기 제정신 아닌 꼬맹이가 매일 짓거리는 헛소리에 세뇌라도 당한 건가?
You're gravely mistaken. Has that insane brat's daily rambling finally managed to brainwash you?
정신 나간 꼬맹이가 어디 있는 것이오?
Oh? Who does that mean by this insane brat?
잡이는 분명 소란이 해결된 후에 돌아오라 했지. 우리더러 직접 나서라고 말한 적은 없었다.
The guide only instructed us to return once the commotion has been dealt with. He never ordered us to deal with it ourselves.
넌 뭘 그렇게 개같이 빙빙 꼬아 생각하는 거냐?
Bloody hell, what's there to be so damn obtuse about?
방금 못 봤어? 내 대가리가 터질 뻔했잖아. 우리한테 뭔 불똥이 튈 줄 알고?
Did you see what happened just now? It almost blew my head off. Who knows what else will happen if this keeps up?
아, 두드려 패버리면 끝날 일을. 뭐, 방석 깔고 구경할까? 치킨 뜯으면서? 어?
This will be over, we just beat the damn thing down. What else do we do? Get ourselves a theater seat and keep watching gobbling some chicken? Huh?
임무와 직결되지 않은 싸움에 구태여 목숨을 저당 잡힐 필요는 없다는 말이다.
There's no need to waste our lives on fights unrelated to our
너희
missions.
같은 우물들은 느끼지 못했겠지만
I'm sure you filths don't even realize, but here's the thing.
횟수가 거듭될수록 전투의 효율도 조금씩 떨어져 간다.
The more you die, the less efficient you become in battle.
겪어본 고통일수록 더 두려워지는 법이니까.
Experiencing a pain will make you learn to fear and avoid it.
하지만 앞에서 사람들이 계속 죽어가고 있는데요.
People are dying over there as we speak, though.
시간은 걸리고 희생은 많겠지만 언젠간 제압을 하겠지. 바로 우리처럼.
Though it will take much time and many lives, it will eventually suppress it, just like how we do.
그리고 죽을 때마다 부모나 찾으며 울던 녀석이 몸소 희생을 자처할 줄은 몰랐군.
And I'll say, I didn't expect a whiny amateur who would cry for his parents whenever he died to willingly suggest
이제
self-sacrifice.
죽는 것 따위는 우스인가 보지?
That has become a triviality to you, has it?
수감자들 사이에서 최적의 판단을 내려야 한다면 이자의 말이 맞다.
If we must make the ideal decision between the sinners, it is right to listen to her. We're not fixers. We certainly cannot be heroes. Turning the clock obviously hurts whenever I do it, and the pain is something I can never get used to. And yet, I think we should suppress it. I can't logically explain why, but I feel we should.
시계 대가리에 너도 똑같은 헛소리를 했다면 시계째로 으깨고 뛰쳐나갔을 거야.
I'd crush that clock and run out into there if you gabbed the same rubbish as them, clock face.
결정이라면 따르겠습니다.
If that is your decision, I will abide by it.
그래 뭐 잘한 선택일 거야.
Yeah, I'm sure you made the right call.
그렇게 판단해 주셔서 감사해요.
Hey, thank you for making that decision.
별것도 아닌 일에 쓸데없이 잡생각이 많군 시계. 예술가는 못 되겠어.
You think too much over little things, clock. You won't be an artist.
다른 누구도 아닌 당신을 위한 결정이었습니다, 관리자님.
The judgment was made by none other than you, executive manager. The sinners walked ahead after leaving me a comment. While all the other sinners went ahead, Faust remained and gave me a peculiar stare. What is it? Do you think my judgment was inefficient?
아니요. 모든 기억을 되찾은 당신이 어떤 반응을 할지 흥미로워서요.
No, I just thought it'd be interesting to see how you'd react once you reclaimed your memory. Faust's strange statement held me in place for a moment, but I decided I wanted to deal with questions that aren't immediately ahead of me first. Faust, I've been wondering for a while. Are you really okay with being treated like this, considering your talent and everything? Someone of Faust's caliber should have no problem enjoying a luxurious life in the city.
파우스트는 괜찮아요. 그리고 인재라는 말은 파우스트에게 적합한 단어는 아닌 것 같군요.
Faust doesn't mind, and I feel talent is not the right word to describe Faust.
인재는 다수가 될 수 있지만 파우스트는 다수에 포함되고 싶지 않으니까요.
Many can possess talent, but Faust does not want to be included in the many.
수감자 중에 가장 상식적인 의미의 인재에 대해 논한다면 이상 씨가 있겠네요. 참고로 저는 천재고요.
Among the sinners, if we were looking for talented individuals, in the most commonly agreed definition, that would be Yi Sang. For your information, I am a genius. Yi Sang stops walking behind other sinners and turns around to face me. Looking again, his eyes are actually staring into the emptiness behind me.
그렇지 않소. 나는
I am no such individual.
날개짓을 멈춘 지 오래요.
I have long stopped fluttering my wings.
그러니 재능을 논하는 것은 무용한 짓일 테요.
Thusly,
관리자.
it would be of no use to discuss my talent, manager. Curiously enough, I find that some sinners feel more distance as we spend more time together.
저 날아다니는 기계는 뭐지? 아까부터 거슬려. 110생을 3000번째 하고 있는 중.
It's that flying machine. It's been irking me. Got the urge to SID for 3,000 times.
저건 드론이라 불리는 것이요.
It is a device called a drone.
아, 어쩌면 K사에서 저희를 도와주기 위해 파견한 전투용 드론일지도 모르겠네요.
Oh, they might
K사는 기술이 평균 수준 이상으로 발전한 둥지 같으니까요.
be combat drones the K-Corp sent to help us. The wings seem to be above average in terms of technology.
아니요. 생김새를 보아하니 전투 기능은 따로 마련되어 있진 않아 보여요. 그리고 가운데엔 카메라가 달려 있군요.
No, looking at its design, it doesn't appear to be equipped with combat functionality. It has a camera at the center.
뭐, 잘 사는 도시에 이런 난장판이 벌어졌는데 카메라들이 몰릴만도 하겠네요.
I guess it makes sense to get a close look at the mess happening at in a well-off nest. Abashed, Ishmael mumbled.
우리도 그럼 뉴스라는 거에 나오는 것인가?
Oh, we'll be featured in a thing called the news?
그런데 이 드론들 왜
Wait, something's off about these drones. They're...
시체랑 죽어가는 사람들만 찍고 있는 거예요?
Why are they only filming corpses and dying people?
자극적인 쪽으로 시선이 몰리는 건 당연한 일이지 않겠어?
Well, it is the provocative stuff that draws more attention, isn't it?
이만큼 끔찍한 사고가 일어났다. 뭐 이런 거지 않을까?
Look at this terrible incident. See how morbid it is, or something like that?
하지만
But...
잠깐 꼬맹이, 앞에!
Hold up, kitty. In front of you.
아무리 봐도 이상하잖아요.
This is definitely weird. Sinclair.
이것 봐요. 왜 저를 계속 찍고 있는 건데요?
Look at this. Why does this thing have its camera glued to me?
난 혼 없는 관객은 좋아하지 않아.
I don't appreciate a soulless audience.
수가 적지 않다. 그리고 이 드론.
There are a considerable number of them, and these drones.
수가 날뛰는 지역에 접근하지 못하도록 의도적으로 봉쇄를 하고 있는 것 같군.
They appear to be deliberately preventing us from the area where the abnormality is.
그럴 리가. 도와주러 온 사람한테 굳이 나서서 방해를
It can't be. We're here to help them, so why would they get in our
하겠어?
way, right? Now the drones started lining up and formed a wall as if to stop us from going any further.
안녕하십니까. 시민 여러분의 안전을 위해 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
Greetings, citizen. Please keep 10 meters of distance for your own safety.
K사의 직원들이 파견되었습니다. 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
K-Corp staff has been dispatched. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
아니, 그러니까 그 잘난 너네 직원들이 다 뒤져가고 있다니까?
No, look. Your staff is being slaughtered over there. Can't you see?
안녕하십니까. 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
Greetings. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
애초에 말이 안 되는 방송이에요. 이런 난장판에서 고작 10m 이상 물러난다고 안전해지겠어요?
Their instructions make no sense. What difference is 10 meters of distance going to make in this mess?
쓸데없는 짓거리를 하는구만.
Not gonna do us any favors, huh?
상이 났던 설계가 잘못된 것이든 일단 이놈들을 전부 격추해야 방해 안 받고 환상체한테 붙을 수 있겠어.
I don't know if they're malfunctioning or badly damaged, but we'll have to get rid of all these before we can get to the abnormality. Okay, are we actually gonna get into a battle? Because we've been doing with a lot of start. There we go.
최선을 다해보지.
Okay, so what do we got?
벌레 말은 사람 누구야?
Okay, looks like they're evading. They don't look that strong, so we should be fine.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나?
Oh, they actually have quite a bit of health. But I do have to be a little bit careful.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
너 맞.
방금은 좋지 않았어. 뭐 그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고. 한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
Can he actually mutilate? He might be able to, which will give him additional attack. No, you're not ready yet.
정화.
너무 쉽군요.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
재밌네요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 이제 쓸만해져. 알겠어. 발그러.
탱고더. 아, 옛날 버릇이. 적사살 좋아.
Okay, we should be able to do this now. Should do quite a bit of damage.
직접 나서지.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
Go ahead and set that up. That'd be nice. No, you're not ready.
정화. 알겠어.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠. 단테님 봤어요?
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Okay, I don't think it matters because we'll actually finish this.
알겠어. 발그러.
빈틈투성이로군. 예측대로군. 쓰러졌군.
가장 순수한 세상으로.
Oh, interesting. So we do actually have... One second. There's gonna be about 18 stages to this. Okay. What's the new level cap? I don't know, but apparently we have an increased level cap. All right, that's good to know. How much thread do I have, by the way? A lot. Wait. What?
검이 부러질 때까지 함께하겠소.
Though I merely yearn to gaze out the window, here the paper covering its opening obstructs the moonlight, much to my heart's discontent. The child looking up at the paper window with his dissatisfied, narrowed eyes didn't seem to give any attention to his interlocutor. You're the one who wanted to sleep in the tile-roofed house. The sound of tea passing his lips sounded his disapproval. Additionally, moving to the south was also your idea, you saying. I do not deny that. Receiving the other child's flack, the child known as Yusang slowly turned his head to face her. We were in need of new territory for which to extort. Are we not? I believe I've offered an absolution. You just won't back down, will you? Yielding is not a behavior that aligns with me. Why don't you take the mantle up for us in this case? Why would you recommend me to be the leader instead? Excessive labor does not mirror my ideal performance, both mental and manual. Says the one nicknamed Slayer for taking an excess of lives, huh? It's my preference to be wholly focused when I'm doing my job. Whilst engaging in the rhythm exchange, the child with dark bags under his eyes stopped to recall something and then added, in addition, I remember you once asked this. You're usually a laid-back jokester, so it transforms you into a cold-blooded killer whenever a sword is in your hands. That I did. Hope today's exchange has provided an answer. The child nonchalantly nursed his tea after that. The look on the other child's face shows discomfort among many other things, but to describe them all in detail would be a disservice. Isn't that right? Okay, so it seemed like those guys were weak to blunt, right? So it's probably going to be a good idea to bring, obviously, Otis. Otis was a pretty good one there. Maybe you. I mean, I have to up tier her, but alright, let's keep going. Getting suspicious drones out of the way, we're dealing with the chaos. They look look quite expensive at a glance. The K-Corp logo on them makes them all the more hesitant about destroying them.
불꽃을 바라신다면
준비.
끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
제프를 따라오십시오.
예측대로
Wait, so it's normal now?
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
부드럽게.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
직접 나서지.
균형이 무너졌군요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Okay, how's she looking? I think she's at 10 now, so we could probably do that. Go ahead and just destroy you.
부드럽게.
정신이 물러 터졌군요. 소란이 줄었네요.
유효타, 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
균형이 무너졌군요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
불타올랐군요. 균형이 무너졌군요.
쓰러졌고.
탱고더.
Oh shit. Okay,
적사선.
there's got a lot of burn coming our way. That's gonna be 12, 17 versus... well, 17. Actually, you know what? Let's do this instead. That takes care of that.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
좋은 판단은 아니었어. 머리 좀 식히고 다시 가보자고.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
좋아. 방금은 전략의 승리야. 계속 밀어붙이자. 우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
부드럽게.
소란이 줄었네요.
That was an interesting animation on his end. It's like,
겨우 다 처리했네. 설마 이 드론들 우리 보고 물어내라고 하진 않겠지?
the last one. They're gonna make us pay for the damages, are they?
상한 방어였다고 제 선에서 보고서로 처리해보죠.
I'll try to report that it was an act of self-defense.
내가 말했던가? 자기는 정말 뭐라 해야 하지? 암튼 그거 짱이야.
Wow, darling, did I ever tell you this? You're such a... how do I put it? You rock.
깨달음이 느리신 편이군요.
You were rather late to realize it.
뭔가 이상해요. 이 환상체요. 평소와는 다른 느낌이 들어요.
Something feels strange about this abnormality. It doesn't quite feel like the others we fought.
평소라고 할 만큼 많이 겪은 건 아닌 것 같지만
Not sure if we even have that much experience on that department, but
주위에 소리 지르는 구경꾼들이 있다는 정도가 다르긴 한가?
I guess there's a crowd around us shouting and yelling.
어떻게 된 거야 이 환상체들? 둥지 복판에 나타난 것도 모자라서 왜 지금까지 만난 환상체보다 더 끔찍해졌지?
What's up with these abnormalities? How they show up in the middle of a nest, and how they get more horrifying? And I've seen that one in the mirror dungeons a few times too. Never in a fight though. Come to think of it, what was the deal with those abnormalities in the mirror dungeons that didn't fight us?
우리가 본 건 거울 던전의 균열을 통해서 엿본 환상체의 심상이자 보금자리예요.
Those were glimpses into the abnormality's mental space and habitat viewed through the cracks in the mirror world.
그것은 굉장히 좁고도 불안정한 균열이요.
It is a chasm, incredibly narrow and unstable.
그래서 한정된 상호작용만 가능했던 거죠.
Indeed, which only allowed for limited interaction.
딴 건 모르겠고 이건 왜 이리 끈질겨? 철도에서 잡은 것들만큼 독한데.
Forget that. All I want to know is why are these so tough? They're as nasty as what we face in the railway.
확실히 그러하다.
It is certainly true.
게다가 환상체에게서 떨어지는 이 기분 나쁜 액체는 뭐죠?
Besides, what is this sickening fluid dripping from them? As the sinners pointed out, the abnormality was clearly different from what we have encountered before. This is oozing a mysterious liquid with the blue glint.
성분을 검토할 시간은 없으니 최대한 신체와 닿지 않게 해야겠어요.
We have no time to analyze its constituents, so we should be careful not to contact with it.
알아. 굳이 묻히면서 다닐 생각은 없다고.
Yeesh, no need to tell me. I'm not about to smudge myself with that.
야, 이것들 어디서 뭐 잘못 주워 먹은 거 아니야? 무슨 광견병 걸린 것 마냥.
Oi, did these things eat bad food off the floor or what? It's like they've got rabies.
히스클리프 씨! 위요!
Huh? Above you, Mr. Heathcliff. Heathcliff was knocked into the ground, unable to resist.
관리자님, 아무래도 고생 좀 하시겠네요.
Manager, looks like you got your work cut out for you.
제가 간언했다는 점 꼭 기억해 주시기 바랍니다, 관리자님.
Please remember I gave you my expulsion, Executive Manager.
전투 준비.
All men, prepare for battle. I figured it'd come to this. I've come too far to be afraid of pulling dead sinners back into life. Let's beat him and head back. Wait, do I have another battle? I feel like I... No, okay, we're done.
예상보다 더 흥분했나 보네요.
Getting suspicious drones out of the way, we're dealing with chaos. It's quite expensive at a glance. The K-Corp's logo on them. Okay, no, we read that. Alright, okay, so this team was bunk. If we're dealing with the drones, I gotta figure out what works.
현장 지휘자가 필요한가?
기다리고 있었죠.
따뜻하게 혹은 뜨겁게.
준비 되었어요.
현장 지휘자가 필요한가?
기다리고 있었죠. 출발합니다.
빨리 시작하세요.
Sure, we'll try her out.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않는다는 사람 누구야?
정화. 끝.
Okay, so it is Pierce.
응원하는 게 도움이
Pierce is what's effective against him. Got it.
되긴 해보자고.
거치적거리지만 마. 예측대로고.
한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
Okay, where are you at right now? I think you might have enough for that. You still need to charge.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중. 우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Yeah, we'll use that. We'll use that. How are you doing? We'll save your charge for the next group. Because then we can do some major damage right off the get-go.
지금이 기회인 것 같소. 자, 다음은 어디요?
소란이 줄었네요.
탱고더. 아, 이게 옛날 버릇이. 적사살 좋아.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Yeah, that is a fair bit of damage. Holy shit.
그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고.
자,
탱고더. 아, 이게 옛날 버릇이. 적사살 좋아.
Okay, we'll do Mind Whip. I don't think really anything else here matters.
거치적거리지만 마.
We should be able to kill them in time.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
알겠어. 흙으로.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
정화. 발그려.
빈틈 투성이로군.
발그려.
Wait, I suppose that was kind of stupid of me. But it's fine. We win.
가장 순수한 세상으로.
You know what? Yeah, what's up tier you?
진작 이랬어야지.
The child roared with vicarious yet sanguine. I can't fucking read. Holy shit. Next, keep on blasting. His gun relentlessly belched flame. The child wore a wide grin on his face, letting splatters of blood splash on his cheeks and clothes as if letting go of the trigger was never an option. Ammo spent. Just as those ferocious flashes finally seemed settled down, the child flung his spent gun at his foe. The red-hot block of metal struck the target directly, rapidly igniting their clothes. If I can't use my paws to plow through the grass, I'll just bare my teeth. The child unsheathed his knife and lunges forward, blinking toward them like a rabbit. He tears his foes to tatters. The suit. Damn, I'm loving this thing. Feels stronger with each scrag. His gleaming eyes seem to suggest some kind of intoxication. But it looks like he's having the time of his life. Nothing to worry about, right? Oh my fucking god. Isn't that the one that's like pure and big words? Yeah, and welcome back to the stream. Yeah, this game is insane. I don't know if you ever heard of the game Lobotomy Corporation. Or Library of Runia. This is like their gacha version of the game, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's kind of been out for a couple months now, but they just unleashed a new chapter, so that's why I've been playing it. Let's see, getting suspicious drones out of the way. Yep, go ahead and get in there. Okay, so we know Pierce is good.
따뜻하게.
Actually, hold up.
혹은
자, 풀 뜯을 시간이다.
Before I do anything else, come over here. Do I have any experience tickets for you? No, I don't. So I need to go do that real quick. So we'll drive. Don't want mirror dungeons. We want experience. What are these guys weak to again? They're weak to blunt. Okay.
현장 지휘
흔들어 보죠.
준비되었어요.
불꽃을 바라신다면
따뜻하게 끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
Yeah, I should go back and play Lobotomy Corporation again. I really enjoyed that game, and I never finished Library of Ruina, but that was also really fun. They're really hard games.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않는다는 사람 누구야?
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Like, as stressful as those games were, I did have, like, a really fun time with them.
계속 집중하지.
But don't worry, I'll be playing more EDF later today, so... I just wanted to play this because of the new chapter.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
예측대로.
잘 풀린 것 같습니다.
깨어라.
균형이 무너졌군요. 균형이 무너졌군요. 불타올랐군요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
I don't even need to try. These are just training missions. Okay, I'm actually running into a bit of a problem because my rolls are garbage right now.
균형이 무너졌군요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
직접 나서지.
Okay, great. What do I want to try?
적사살 좋아.
Go ahead and set that up. And set that one up. Just that should end these fights pretty quick. How are you doing? You do not have enough charge yet, so just do that.
직접 나서지.
낙맥 충전 최대치예요.
방금은 좋지 않았어. 뭐 그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
Nice, they should both be staggered now. So that's basically free turns. Oh, come on, you could have won that.
한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
쓰러졌군. 예측대로군. 쓰러졌군.
균형이 무너졌군요.
불게서
널 풀린 것 같습니다.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
정화 발그로
쓰러졌군.
Okay, how many tickets did it? I think they gave us, what, like 6? Actually, it's been so long since I've done these, I actually don't remember what they give us.
나 이런 예상보다 더 흥분했나 보네요.
Ah, 4 of each. Okay. Actually, I want to see one thing real quick. Let's head over here. It would barely give us enough for a level. No, we wanna spend it on him. I do like the fact that they give you the opportunity to buy the stuff off the pass that I didn't get before. That's nice of them.
검의 향연을 이룰 시간이 돌아왔어.
I didn't even look. What did they give us this time? Okay, so he gets something up like this. Basically, the bull that we're fighting now. Sinclair gets one. Oh, they don't have it released yet. Okay, so in next week they'll have. Okay, so is the level cap 40 now? All right, that's good to know.
자, 불 뜯을
Okay,
시간이다.
if we know that Pierce is what we gotta.
망치를
You,
쥐고
I don't think you could. No, you do have Pierce. Okay, no, you're gonna be really great here.
알아뒀다.
One second, I might want to make one more change. You have Shank, which is good at Pierce, so we can grab you. You have Leap, which is pretty good.
거미션. 제 차례인가요?
출발합니다.
파우스
Sure, we'll go with that.
나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
유효타 좋아. 내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Sure, that should work.
끝이야.
단테님 봤어요?
날 뛰어보라고. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Yeah, we'll do Leap. You should be good with that. Shank, Raise the Grass. Yeah, it's a pretty good turn.
자는 없어. 발그로
너무 쉽군요.
끝이야. 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
탱고더. 아, 옛날 버릇이. 적사살 좋아.
Yeah, let's try out her ego. I don't think I've actually seen it yet. And she's got enough charge that should work.
따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Oh my god, Rip Space is amazing. Almost killed her just with that one ability.
포기하지만 말자고.
이보게 속보 한입 하고 가시게.
날 뛰어보라고.
한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 뭐?
Okay, how are you looking? Spend 2 ammo, get 3 charge. Okay. Just do that.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
단테님 봤어요?
발그로
끝이야.
자. 지금이 기회인 것 같소.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Okay, this is actually a really good identity for Don Quixote. God, she was terrible until I got this.
화끈한 계획이라도 생각난 거야?
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
이게 바로 소위 말하는 엘리.
We can only see the annoying drones. It is us between the abnormalities. The threat we actually should remove. Okay. Oh, what was the bull? Okay, so let's see here. He's got blunt. He's got no resistances, but I think at the end of a turn, if the unit has +3 unreserved sorrow, generates a head next turn and changes behavior. At the end of a turn, if the unit has +3 unresolved sorrow, if the head is broken, becomes staggered next turn. Okay, so he might still have that effect. Let's bring Otis and just kind of keep this team and see how this goes.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
And this first turn might be a little rough just because I don't have any sanity on any of my characters yet. So we got
거치적거리지만 마.
come on. Okay, we still won that. That's we're fine with that.
재밌네요.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Okay. At the start of the turn, gain attack power down by the count. At the end of the turn, changes to expanding sorrow. Okay, I don't think I want that. So we probably want to stop that from happening.
거치적거리지만 마.
방금은 좋지 않았어. 뭐 그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고. 내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴
Shit, he got two. Oh, Clash lose. It's Clash lose. He gains it. Fuck. Okay. This is why reading is very important. Like, holy shit, am I retarded? I think we take these two hits just to kind of keep him there. for right now. Like, I should change after we can break them down. Yeah, it's been my basic weakness with some games is I just don't read when I should, and it puts me in bad spots. And with this being a Korean game, it is kind of important to read.
재밌네요.
최선을 다해보지.
Yeah, I might as well just take those hits. Those aren't that bad.
다른 사람 누구야?
Like Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Runa, if you don't read, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you. I could tie him up a little bit. Oh, Marisol would have been good here.
예측대로.
Whatever. We'll win.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Okay, she's gonna be staggered for a turn, but that's fine.
이 정도까지만 억지어 줄게요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we can stagger him next turn. So even if he does the thing where like he gets the unresolved sorrow, we might be fine. Stop that.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Clash when gain 1 haste and 1 attack power up. Inflict 1 wavering emotions. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's exactly why we probably should have. Oh, that's gonna be difficult to win against. Okay. In fact, I don't even think I can win against it. That's gonna hurt. Ow.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
Yeah, moral of the story, just take those hits. Don't try to fight. As the prolonged cycles of pain came to an end,
환상체 제압이 무사히 끝났군요. 버스로 복귀해도 되겠어요.
the abnormalities have been successfully suppressed. We can return to the bus now. It was a success that accompanied many death and revivals on our side, but I nodded anyway. We got back on the bus, harboring a few unanswered questions.
예상보다 늦었군. 오래간만에 낮잠이란 걸 자볼까 생각하던 참이었는데 말이지.
You came back later than expected, so to take my first nap in a while. I explained the oddities that we ran into earlier to Virgilius. To more precise, Faust did the heavy lifting. I'm expecting him to coldly tell me to do my job as a middle manager and follow whatever orders I'm given, but his answer was surprisingly earnest.
환상체라는 존재가 세간에 거의 알려지지 않았던 존재이니만큼 자세한 정보까지 쥐고 있는 것은 아닙니다, 단테.
The existence of abnormalities has been almost completely unknown to the public, and we don't possess all the details on them either, Dante. Didn't think you'd admit it right away. Faust flinched a little, but she didn't relay what I just said.
그런 건 추후에 파우스투 씨 쪽에서 잘난 우리 림버스 컴퍼니의 다른 부서들과 함께 속 시원히 밝혀줄 거라고 기대해 보지 않겠습니까?
Enigmatic as they are, let's leave Miss Faust and the other departments of our proud Limbus company to cover all the details about them in the future, why don't we?
그러죠.
Will do. Was Faust given any time to do any research on this job? The mysteries were left unsolved, but if Faust accepted the suggestion without a hitch, it probably means she thought of a way.
거기 왜 아까부터 자꾸 어깨를 움츠리고 다니는 거지?
You, why do you have your shoulders so hunched like that?
가뜩이나 조그맣던 통에 어깨까지 수그리고 다니니까 아예 보이지도 않는군.
You're short enough as you are, and the shrunken posture makes you practically imperceptible.
시크프리드님을 다시 만날 수 있을 줄 알았어.
I hoped I could meet Sir Siegfried again.
지크프리드님이 누구셨더라?
Who was Sir Siegfried again?
한 손으로는 저희를 베어가면서 다른 한 손으로는 기념사진을 찍었던 놈 아닌가요?
Wasn't he the one who took photos of himself while cutting us down with one hand?
자크프리다.
Right, that Zach Fritcher guy. Ishmael was breathing noisily through the nose. The incident at the checkpoint must have left some deep grudges on her.
본인이 사람들을 구하는 모습 지크프리드님께도 보여드리려고 했단 말이오.
Eager as I was to show him my valiant act of rescuing civilians,
나중에 훌륭한 해결사가 되어서 만나기로 약속도 했는데.
I vowed that I would meet him again as a fixer of a noble cause.
아이 그런 건 오랜 시간이 지난 후 재회해야 감격이 큰 법이야 돈키호테. 차라리 잘 됐다고 생각해 보자고. 응?
Reunions are more touching if it's after a long time, Don Quixote. Try thinking of it as a good thing that he didn't show up today.
확실히 어색하긴 하군.
I think it's strange, though.
구경꾼이 많은 곳에서 벌어진 사건엔 그자가 빠질 리 없는데.
He's not one to miss spectacles with this many spectators around.
아, 흔히 말하는 연예인 같은 분인가요?
Oh, is he kind of like a celebrity then?
비슷한 것 같군. 그자는 쇼맨십에 특화되어 있으니 보통 K사에서는 이럴 때 반드시 내보내지.
You could say that. He has a flair for showmanship, so it's usual for K-Corp to take advantage of these kind of commotions by sending him.
하지만 모든 이목을 다 끌 수 있었던 사건에서 그자가 나타나지 않았다는 건.
But if he hasn't shown up in this perfect opportunity to draw the public's full attention, it means this isn't something you want people to notice.
시크프리드님을 그런 식으로 폄하하지 마시오.
I shan't take such vicious slander of Sir Siegfried.
그분이 냈던 자서전 영웅이란 모름지긴 마지막까지 웃어야 한다. 42페이지 5번째 줄을 보면 때와 장소를 가리지 않고 약자들을 구하러 갈 것이라고 써 있었어.
On the fifth row of page 42 of his autobiograph, a hero should keep smiling until the last. He writes that he shall be there to aid the weak no matter when and where.
그래. 그 신념 부디 잘 간직하고 있으라고.
All right, you best hold that belief of yours dearly.
뭐라도 믿는 편이 헛날의 극한을 버티는 데 도움이 될 테니.
That way you'll have something to hang on to when you face the extreme in the future.
이게 바로 소위 말하는 엘리트?
Okay, we might be able to do one more mission and I have to stop because I'm running out of energy. I could probably spend a box, but I don't really want to. Besides, there's only like 18 missions I have access to at the moment. The rest hasn't actually been unlocked yet. Managed to defeat the abnormalities and got back to the bus, but who could be giving us the request? I looked out the window of the bus, pretending not to hear Ishmael's faint humming. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of story. So, the game is kind of divided between like actual combat missions and then stories. Ones with the book are just, like a lot of plot. As the futile conversations reached an end, the bus lazily pulled to a stop. We arrived in front of a building so tall it would take a while to count the floors. A few shrank down as if intimidated. I understood Siegfried being one, but Heathcliff and Ishmael also seemed to be pressured. A few looked around with curious eyes, and some others walked in with poise like they knew they deserved the royal treatment.
저희도 인지도라는 게 생긴 모양이에요. 이제야 평범한 사람들이 살만한 곳에 초대도 받고요.
I guess we've earned some renown. We're finally being invited to places regular people would live.
말해두는데 지난번처럼 터무니없는 의뢰랑 보수면 난 이 일에서 빠질 거니까.
Let me make this clear. The requests and the rewards load a tosh like the last time. I'm out. Heathcliff ground his teeth, whether by Hung Lao's words or due to memories of what we've gone through last time we were here.
예상대로 조금 늦으셨군요.
Oh shit, it's this guy. He was a character. There was kind of like a joke series of quests, and he was involved in it. Basically, we had to fight a bunch of demon chickens. Was the best way to put it. You're a little late as expected. As expected?
저자는
That man is.
다시 만나 뵙게 되어 좋군요. 참고로 이건 비즈니스용 멘트가 아니라 진심입니다.
It's a pleasure to meet you again. I want you to know this is my heartfelt sentiment and not a formality. A familiar face I never expected to see again greeted us.
간다. 말했지?
I'm out. Told you I'm not dealing with this. Give it a moment. Let's at least hear what he has to say, okay?
놔! 생닭들이랑 탱고나 추는 악몽을 꿔야했던 기분을 네가 알아? 어?
Let's go. You know how it feels to have nightmares about doing tango with raw chickens? Eh?
사실 지난번 의뢰는 여러분의 역량을 테스트하기 위한 사전 의뢰였습니다.
To tell you the truth, I'm pretty sure that's... Okay. My last request was a test to measure your competence.
훌륭한 점수로 통과하셨고요. 축하드립니다. 이것도 진심이에요.
And you passed with flying colors. Congratulations. I mean this one as well.
누구 마음대로 테스트를 하고 점수를 줘. 이런 씨.
Who are you to test and grade us? You...
그거야 물론
That's of course.
그거야 물론 저의 똑소리 나는 비서 삼조 씨 마음이죠. 여러분이 림버스 컴퍼니로군요.
That's of course at the discretion of Mr. Samjo, my shrewd secretary. You must be from Limbus Company.
반가워요. 동랑입니다. 삼조 씨한테 이야기 많이 들었어요. 팬이 될 뻔했지 뭐예요.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Dong Grang. Heard of a lot about you from Samjo, so it almost made me a fan.
팬이라였어 방금?
Fan? Did thou just say that you have earned thy adoration?
서비스잖아 돈키호테.
It's just flattery, Don Quixote.
솔직히 말씀드리자면 사전 테스트를 해보자는 건 제 생각은 아니었어요. 여러분 실험용 닭도 아닌데 너무하잖아요.
If I'm being honest, the test wasn't my idea. I mean, you aren't lab chickens or anything. You deserve better than involuntary tests.
제가 제안했습니다.
Indeed, it was my
그야
suggestion.
림버스 컴퍼니는 알려진 정보가 거의 없는 신생이면서도 아닌 듯한 정체불명의 회사잖아요.
I had reason to, since this Limbus company is a little-known firm that could or could not be newly established.
저희가 동랑님 말씀만 덜컥 믿고 위험을 감수하면서까지 의뢰를 맡길 수는 없지 않겠습니까?
We couldn't take the risk of entrusting this unknown organization with the request of Mr. Dongring's words alone.
그러니까 의뢰를
So that means you're requesting us? Ishmael asked for a confirmation, her first face seeming rather proud.
그거야 당연하죠. 왜냐하면 당신들은
Of course, because you are...
여기서 이러지 말고 제 연구실 구경하러 갈래요? 재밌는 거 많이 있는데.
Why don't I show you to my lab? There are many fun things to see. Changing the subject so shamelessly is only going to bother us more.
네? 동랑님 연구실로 데려가신다는 말씀이십니까?
Sorry,
이자들을요?
are you really going to take these people to your laboratory?
왜? 테스트는 통과했다면서 삼조 씨.
Why not? They passed your test, didn't they, Samjo?
더군다나 방금 환상체라는 것까지 처리할 정도로 실력자이신 분들이라면
And if they got the skills to take down what they called an abnormality as we saw today.
알고 계셨어? 역시 영웅들이 지나간 발자취는 금세 소문이 퍼지는가 보군.
You have heard? Traces of heroic deeds indeed make themselves known to the masses in no time.
말을 재밌게 하네요.
That's a fun way to put it.
당신이 관리자인 단테님이라고 했나요?
And you must be
이야기 좀 가능할까요?
Dante, the manager, yes? Can we speak for a moment? Faust tried to say something to Dongerang, but he and Samjo dragged me away for some time. By the time she stepped forward. Oh, actually, that wasn't... They had a problem in the earlier chapters where, like, the story bits were, like, super long, sometimes going, like, 10, 15, 20 minutes. That wasn't too bad. I'm kind of hoping they're learning... They've been doing a lot of good things with every update, so... It's nice to see that they're learning a little bit. We saw someone we thought we'd never see again, but the sinners didn't seem too thrilled about the reunion. The client, who says his name is Dongrang, starts a friendly conversation despite the fact that no one other than the sinners could hear what I say. I mean, I don't mind, but you can't hear me anyway.
사실 부끄러워서 말은 안 꺼냈는데 당신의 직원들 중 제 옛날 친구가 있어요.
I was too embarrassed to bring it up in front of the whole group, but actually one of your employees was an old friend of mine. Oh, who is it?
그런데 그분도 부끄러웠는지 아는 척을 안 해주시더군요. 매우 서운했지만 내색 안 하느라 얼마나 힘들었던지.
And he wouldn't give me any nods either. Perhaps he was embarrassed like me. It's a struggle hiding how disheartened I feel. I was. Maybe you weren't as close as you thought then. Wait, can you hear my voice?
동랑님, 이분은 정상적인 소통이 불가능한 분입니다.
Mr. Dongrang, this person is unable to communicate normally.
그래서 말하는 거야, 삼조 씨. 마치 태엽 달린 인형이 되고 걱정거리를 중얼거리는 꼬마 시절로 돌아간 것 같잖아.
That's why I'm talking, Samjo. It's like I'm back to being a child, muttering my woes to a wind-up toy, don't you think? It was a monologue? What are you two even doing?
제가 여러분께 의뢰를 부탁했던 것도 그 친구의 영향이 커요. 모르는 사람보다는 아는 사람이 더 믿음이 가는 법이잖아요.
It was mostly because of him that I decided to send my request to you. I can trust a familiar person better than a stranger.
보이십니까? 제가 이래서 한치도 방심할 수가 없습니다. 정에 흔들리셔가지고.
See, this is why I can't let my guard down for even a second. You're too easily influenced by human attachment.
그러니까 단테 씨는 저와 그 친구 사이는 알아서 잘 딱 깔끔하고 센스 있게 모른 척 해주세요. 알겠죠?
So let me ask you a favor. Use your tact and consideration to pretend that you know nothing about the relationship between him and I, okay? You haven't even told me who that friend is. I could only let out a deep sigh and shake my head. The conversation that never got through ended as arbitrary as it began. This isn't asking a favor. You're giving me a notice.
여기 연구실 복도입니다. 보통의 일반인이라면 여기까지밖에 못 들어오겠지만.
We're at the laboratory aisle. Ordinary visitors would not be permitted to go any further.
동랑님의 특별 초대기도 하니 이 안쪽까지 안내해드리죠.
But since you've been invited by Mr. Dongrang, I will show you to the interior.
우와, 저도 이런 커다란 회사에서 일해보고 싶었는데 말이에요.
Wow, I hoped I could work in a company as big as this.
그럼 림버스 말고 이런 데 입사 지원해보지 그랬어?
Then maybe you could have applied for companies. Why don't you give it a shot? We just had a chapter where, like, he was traumatized. You really think you could just go live a normal life after what happened in the last one?
농담이죠, 로자 씨. 이런 곳은 아무나 못 입사해요. 엘리트 중에서도 최정상 엘리트만이 올 수 있는 곳이란 말이에요.
Hey there, Kale. How's it going? Yeah, I just downloaded it, and it's nice to come back to it after such a long time. You're joking, Rodion. Not everyone can join these companies. This kind of firm only accepts the very best of elites.
마치 파우스트 씨나 이상 씨 같이.
Like Faust and Yisang, for example. Ishmael's remark gave me a good opportunity to bring up my earlier question. Yeah, why did you choose to join Limbus company out of all the options you had? There must have been better companies to apply for.
저는 파우스트니까요.
Because I am Faust. Yeah, no offense with the games you normally play, just take my time. Hey, it's no big deal. I don't expect everyone to stop by every stream. I just kind of play whatever. There's a certain energy in her confidently clarifying tone that discouraged me from asking any more questions. What about Yugi saying?
구태여 돌아묻겠소. 관리자, 그대는 왜 이곳에 입사한 것이오?
Let me take the trouble of asking back, manager. Why'd you join the company you work for? I mean, that's because I had no other choice.
귀하가 스스로 답을 내주었구려.
That should sufficiently answer your own question. No, it's all understandable. Trust me, I get it. I play a lot of weird shit, so it looked like Ishmael wasn't exaggerating about the qualifications it takes to join this firm. I need to go back and actually play the Library of Runa again. I feel so bad of abandoning that. I just kind of got burnt out, and I never returned. The laboratory was dominated with a stillness that could only be achieved by someone being in full focus.
단테 봤어? 냉장고에 간식들이 잔뜩 있어. 하나 아니 10개는 슬쩍 해도 티도 안 날 만큼.
Dante, look over there. You see that? The fridge is full of snacks. We could take 1 or 10 and they wouldn't notice. And we would break that stillness with nonchalance.
넉넉하게 챙겨가세요. 삼조 씨, 이따가 탕비실 간식들 소분으로 포장해서 이분들한테 나눠줘.
Take as much as you'd like, Samjo. Pack some snacks in the break room into small bundles and give them later.
알겠습니다.
Understood.
대박이다 이스. 지금이라도 나랑 이직 준비할까?
Awesome, Ishi. Maybe we should quit this job and join here.
다 들려요, 로자 씨.
Everyone can hear you, Radya.
로자 씨, 근로 계약에는
Rodion, the work contract says...
농담, 파우스트 씨. 농담. 응?
I'm joking, Faust. Joking, see? It's not a bad game. It just... The challenge of it just kind of like...
그럼
It-
이제 의뢰 내용을
Constantly hitting walls because I'm stupid just... kind of burnt me out. Have you seen the banner for next week? I have not. What are they bringing? Let's move on to the request.
하다 외부인들까지 들여오고 회사 견학까지 시켜주는 거야, 동랑?
It kind of reminds me of Hod. You're bringing outsiders into the building now? What, are you on a field trip? Are you a field trip guide now, Donrang?
아, 잠깐 실례. 이분은 슈렌네요. 옆부서 팀장이자 제 입사 동기인데 저한테 상처 입히는 말을 하기 위해 찾아오는 게 주요 일과시죠.
Pardon me for a moment. This is Shireen. She's the manager of the department next to mine, and a colleague who joined the company at the same time as I did. Visiting me to hurl hurtful words takes up much of her daily routine.
회사에선 네 팀에 할애하는 복지비가 이런 식으로 낭비되고 있는 것에 대해 누군가 한 명쯤은 말을 해야 하지 않나 싶었거든.
We're about to nod back to Lobotomy Corp because it's Heathcliff wearing an ego suit and weapon, AK form of ego and that'd be nice. Figure someone got to the point of the massive drain of our company's welfare budget that is your team.
아, 복지비에 대해 궁금한 거라면 올해의 최우수 부서 트로피를 받아보면 알 수 있을 거야.
If
삼조 씨?
you're wondering how we spend our welfare budget, you'll see when the Department of the Year trophy is rewarded, right, Samjo?
최우수 부서가 받는 혜택을 전부 이야기하자면 날밤을 새야 할 정도죠.
If we take a full day to list the benefits the department chosen as the best... fuck. I'm losing my ability to speak. I'm not going to be going for too much longer. We're almost at 2-hour mark, so I need to take a small break. It'll take a full day to list the benefits the department chosen as the best receives.
둘 다 똑같이 재수없어.
You snobs, both of you.
라이벌인가? 어디 가나 잘난 사람일수록 시기하는 사람도 많은 법이지.
Is that a rival? I do suppose excellence is followed by envy wherever it is.
시기는 발전의 원동력이니 잘난 쪽이 참아줘야죠. 어제 그 파이 가게에서 회식비로 사온 거 슈렌느 부서에도 돌릴까, 삼조 씨?
Envy fuels advancement, as they say. It's only right for us to show a little generosity for those following behind. Should we give some of the pies we brought from that store at Shireen's department, Samjo?
그래도 그럴 생각이었습니다. 후추, 고추, 상추, 카레 맛으로요.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. I was planning to pepper chili, lettuce, curry flavor one specifically. Oh, that sounds terrible.
그것도 맛있겠는데?
That also sounds tasty.
그럼 마저 얘기를 해보죠.
Now then, let's get back to the main topic.
소문은 들었어요. 황금가지라는 유기물을 수집하는 신생 회사가 있다고.
I've heard the rumors about a newly formed company collecting organic objects called golden vows.
그리고 그 황금 가지라는 건 폐쇄된 로보토미 지부에서만 발견되고요.
And those golden bows are found exclusively inside closed-down branch facilities of Lobotomy Corp.
황금가지의 존재는 어떻게 알게 된 거지?
How did you learn about the existence of the golden bows?
얼마 되지는 않았어요. 몇 달 전까지 연구실 근처의 로보토미 지부 시설을 연구실로 쓰고 있었거든요.
It was a recent discovery. We've been using a Lobotomy Corp branch near our research facility as a lab until months ago.
그 끔찍한 곳에 연구소를 차렸다고?
You set up a lab in that horrible place?
하지만 전부 매몰되었다고 했는데요.
But I thought they were all buried underground.
뭐 각종 희귀한 자원이나 자료들이 남아 있었을 테니까.
I will say, so far, I think I really do like how Limbus Company is handling things. Because I didn't get every ego and identity from the last season. There's still like a handful I didn't get. But I can still get them, which is probably more fair than I've ever seen of any other game. Because like most of the games is like once you miss it, you're gone until they come back. I guess there were some rare resources and documents they could use.
연구 대상에 환상체도 포함되었던 건가요?
Did the scope of your research include abnormalities?
알아보시는군요. 연구원이라면 그냥 지나칠 수 없는 존재죠.
No, you can still craft them. I'm pretty sure you can. For sure, no research can overlook such intriguing subjects.
그렇다면 연구원이란 건 죄다 미친놈이고.
Researchers must be soft in the head if that's what they're interested in.
잠깐,
Wait,
너 설마 그때 헛소리하면서 닭대가리한테 돌 던진 것도
when you were mumbling rubbish and tossing a rock at one of them chicken heads, didn't you?
클리프 씨는 가끔씩
One second. Let me get past this and let me open up. I'll say Heathcliff's unexpected fits of insight surprise me sometimes.
당신들이 우연을 가장하여 뒤틀림을 소탕해야 하는 상황을 만든 것도
You led us into dealing with
를 뒷받침해줄 수 있는 정보들을 얻기 위함이었군요.
You led us into dealing with a distortion in a coincidental encounter that you can gather data for your research on abnormalities.
우리 삼조 씨는 연기가 영 능숙하지 못해요.
Mr. Samjo here.
올곧게만
Jesus Christ.
살아왔는가?
Mr. Samjo here is no good at acting. I suppose it's an upright way of life.
이해해 주세요. 저희로서는 뒤틀림과 환상체의 차이를 명확하게 알 재간이 없었거든요.
Please understand, we have no means to clearly distinguish the distortion from an abnormality.
마음이 산산이 허물어졌을 때 뒤틀린다고 했었나요?
A person just
멋있는 비유였어요. 그렇다면 당신들이 허물어진 마음을 원상복귀시켜 준 건가요?
a person distorts when the mind crumbles to figurative pieces, was it? That was a stellar figure of speech. Did you restore his crumbled mind back to health then?
무너진 마음을 대신 쌓아 올려주는 방법은 없어요.
There's no way to piece together someone else's broken mind.
길을 가르쳐 드린 거예요. 계속 머물지 그곳으로 걸어갈지는 은봉이네 호프집 사장님의 선택이었죠.
We merely taught him the way. It was the choice of the restaurant owner whether to stay there or take the path.
와, 당신 정말 많은 걸 아는군요. 제가 조금만 더 어렸다면 펄쩍 뛰면서 당신에게 하이파이브라도 시도했을 거예요.
Oh, you know so much. If I were just a bit younger, I'd have jumped and hopped trying to high-five you.
언제든지 사양하죠.
You're always unwelcome to try.
동랑님, 또 이야기가 새고 있습니다.
Mr. Dorang, you're going off track again.
그렇네요. 자, 우리가 로보토미 지부 시설에서 행복하게 연구를 하던 어느 날 그곳에서 무력 습격 테러가 일어났어요. 아주 갑작스럽게요.
Oh, you're right. All right. Then one day, while we were happily indulging in research in that laboratory in the lobotomy branch facility, armed terrorists attacked the place. It was all too sudden.
눈앞에서 폭탄이 터지는 걸 본 적 있나요? 장관이죠. 모든 것이 한순간에 시작되고 끝나버리더군요.
Have you seen a
같죠?
Have you seen a bomb set off before your eyes? It's quite the spectacle. It all starts and ends in a split second, just like the universe, isn't it?
테러를 일으킨 세력은 어디였지?
Where are the terrorists now?
인원의 신분은 특정할 수 없을 정도로 제각각이며 목적 또한 불명입니다. 모습을 드러내기 시작한 건 최근이었거든요.
The members have almost nothing in common and their motive is unknown. They've only showed up recently.
결국 동랑시 팀이 머물고 있었던 연구실은 그 테러 집단들이 점령해 버렸습니다.
In the end, the terrorist organization took over the laboratory Mr. Donrong's team had stayed in.
연구실은 그때 옮겼던 것인가 보군.
That must be when the lab was moved.
피해는 어느 정도요?
How severe was the damage? The ring turned his gaze from Yinseng to the sporadically unoccupied seats.
비어 있는 자리들은 말이죠.
You see those empty seats?
당분간은 공석일 거예요. 죽었거든요. 그때 테러로.
They'll stay that way for a while. Their owners died in that act of terror. Looking closely, I saw snacks and flowers placed in the spots, probably as a way to mourn the dead.
아, 이 친구는 손가락만 겨우 건졌는데 둘 곳이 마땅하지 않아서 따로 보관 중이에요. 저쪽 2층 진열장에 있을 거예요.
This fellow that we only managed to recover a finger of couldn't find a right place to put it, so been keeping it in storage. Should be over at the display on the second floor. A solemn silence filled the office, but Dongran continued, brushing the empty desk with his hand.
너무나 많은 걸 두고 와야 했어요.
There was so much we had to leave behind. Dongrang.
특히 제 얼굴 캐릭터로 만들었던 상장패를 놓고 왔어요. 되게 좋아하는 기념품이었는데.
Especially Mr. Plaque model left of the face of my character. That was my favorite souvenir of mine.
아, 이거 참, 이거 어디까지가 농담이고 진담인지 알 수가 없어, 저 양반은.
I'll be stumped. Can't tell how much of what he says is jokes and how much of it is serious.
저 자리는 어떤 자리지?
What about that seat then? Our attention was brought to the white desk that was completely empty.
아, 저 자리는 예정된 자리예요.
That one is reserved.
새로운 직원이 오기를 기다리고 있는 중이죠.
We're waiting for a new employee to take that seat.
그럼 모집 요강이 따로 있는 건가요? 어디 가면 볼 수 있죠?
Oh, is there an application guideline for the position then? Where can I see it? Ahem. Ishmael's bright-eyed inquisition was interrupted by Samjo's displeased utterance.
우리 삼조 씨 심기 불편해졌다. 이제 진짜 본론으로 넘어갈까요, 삼조 씨?
Oh dear, our Mr. Samjo is feeling all uncomfortable now. Shall we actually get to the point then, Samjo?
직입적으로 말합니다. 서로 윈윈 플레이를 하시죠.
Let me be blunt. I suggest an accord which will benefit both parties.
빼앗긴 연구실을 되찾아 주신다면 당신들에겐 저희가 발견한 황금가지의 소유권을 양도하겠습니다.
If you help us retake the laboratory, we'll yield the ownership of the golden bow you found to you.
확정 계약인가요? 아니면 사후 검토 계약인가요? 방식은 대표기관 집행 방식인가요? 공동 집행 방식인가요?
I have a question. Is this a fixed contract or a post-fulfillment review contract? Will it be represented by delegate bodies or co-executive members?
답변하겠습니다. 하자 책임 없이 대표기관 집행 방식으로 즉석 계약 방식입니다. 1급 계약 사무소를 이용한 EPN을 둔 계약도 절차대로 진행될 예정입니다.
Oh my god. Allow me to answer that. This will be a delegate body represented immediate contract with no warranty liability. A contractual signing overseen by an observer from a grade 1 contract office will take place following due process. Contract office? I don't know what's going on. Does it really have to be so complicated?
제사에서는 제대로 된 이페인을 구하지 못하는 바람에 황금가지를 곧바로 넘겨받지 못했잖아요.
At J-Corp's district, we couldn't get the golden bow right away despite winning because there wasn't anyone overseeing the detail.
미리우치파의 우이드 그 자식 로저가 게임에서 이겼는데 약속 안 지키고 묻지마 싸움 걸었잖아.
Oh, that Aida from the Mariachis? She started a fight even after Roger won the game.
마리아치파의 아이들인데.
It's Ida from Los Mariachis.
네, 맞아요.
That's right.
페인이 되어줄 줄 알았던 아이드 씨가 쏜살같이 태도를 바꿔버리는 바람에 무력으로 가져와야만 했었죠.
Give me a second. That's right. Instead of playing the role of observer, she left us no choice but to take the bow with force.
그래서 입회나 공증을 해주는 협회나 계약 사무소를 이용하는 편이 돈은 많이 들어도 제일 안전한 거예요.
Oh my god, this is going on for a while.
그 점을 제일 주의 깊게 보았을 거고요.
How's it going, box with the cat in it? Hope you're having a good day. Which is why it's safer to use the service of an association or a contract office to stand as an observer and notarize the contract even if it can be costly. That's what Faust has probably considered most carefully, I think. Ishmael explained like this was common knowledge. I guess it's well known amongst city folks.
이건 확실히 저희 쪽에 유리한 체결 방식이군요.
This contract certainly favors our side,
목적만 확실히 달성한다면요.
as long as the goal is achieved. We watched with our mouths agape as the two declared the conclusion at once.
비밀인데 전 사실 삼조 씨가 하는 말의 절반 이상은 못 알아들어요. 그렇구나 하고 넘기는 거죠.
This is a secret, but frankly, I don't get more than half of what Mr. Samjo says. I just nod like, oh, I see, and move on.
우연인가? 우리도 마찬가지인데.
What a coincidence. It's the same for us too.
적어도 동랑 씨는 알아들어야 하는 거 아닌가요?
Aren't you supposed to be the last person to be ignorant of your secretary's words?
아, 그래도 K서 연구실과 계약을 맺으면 당분간은 그분들과 싸울 일은 없겠어요.
Still, I guess making a contract with K-Corp's laboratory means we won't be fighting against the Wing's staff for a while.
아무리 상처 입혀도 끊임없이 치료되었던 분들이요.
You know, those people who keep healing their wounds? The team fell into a somber silence. All the memories related to the incident were filled with misery and suffering.
아, 저희 K3안의 재생 기술을 이미 보셨나 보네요.
So you've seen K-Corp's regeneration technology already.
아우, 받기만 했겠어?
We've more than seen it.
아유, 지긋지긋할 만큼 겪고 또 겪었지.
Had to deal with it over and over. I get sick of the thought.
그럼 대신 기념으로 제 실험실 보여드릴까요? 여기 말고 엘리베이터를 한 번 더 타야 해요.
Why don't I you around my lab instead then? What? Again, I shouldn't give it too much crap because the translation isn't like... It's always been a little bit rough, but still. It's not here though. I have to take the elevator once more.
거기까지 보여주실 생각입니까, 동랑님? 관계자 외 출입 금지인 곳인데.
Yeah, you would show them that much, Mr. Dongkrang? That place is off limits for unauthorized personnel.
방금 삼조씨 엄청 웃긴 소리 냈다. 뭐 어때? 계약 체결한 기념으로 놀러가 보는 거지.
You just made a real funny sound, Samjo. Well, it shouldn't hurt. We're hanging out a bit to celebrate the provision contract being signed. Wasn't sure if it was an appropriate way to celebrate things, but since no one in the team objected, I decided to follow him. God, that was a long section. Okay.
검의 향연을 이룰 시간이.
Yeah, they're right here. I just don't have the ego shards for them, but you can still buy them. They're on their standard fare. There's the ones from the past. Does a regular Season 1 stuff refers to IDs related to the story of Season 1 like N-Corp? Maybe I got them all already? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing them? I might already have them all, so big whoop. Oh wait, maybe you're right, because I'm not seeing I'm not seeing Gregor, and I never got him. Shit.
검의 향연을 이룰 시...
Regulars are random ass IDs that get added to the game length. Season 1 IDs are IDs that should have been Kanto 1 to 3, like N-Corp or Ting Tang. Same as Season 2 are like Roast Banner. Okay. At the boast about K-Corp's regeneration technology, Dongrang invited us to the lab. Disregarding Samjo's visible shock, we followed Dongrang into his workplace. Okay, this might be the last thing I can do, because I'm gonna take a break. We'll do one pull at the before we go though.
바로 이곳에서 재생 앰플을 제작하고 있답니다.
This is where regenerative ampules are made.
개인적으로는 HP탄이라고 불리고 있기는 하지만 근간은 나노 로봇 치료 기술이죠.
They're probably called HP bullets, but the underlying principle is a nanobot-based medical treatment.
이런저런 고비가 있었지만 지금은 제가 최근에 아주 쬐끔 개량한 앰플이 제일 대중적으로 사용되고 있답니다.
There have been struggles here and there, but at the moment, the ampule I slightly modified recently is the most commonly used version.
그걸 보급한 사람이 덱이야? 진짜 우리가 그것 때문에 얼마나 죽을 꼽이래.
So let me get this straight. You're the one who supplied that? Damn it. Do you have any idea how much that made us suffer?
그 고비를 거의 네 발로 발발 기어서 간신히 넘었죠.
We barely managed to crawl over that adversary.
그래도 전사하거나 치명상을 입은 분들은 아무도 없어 보여서 다행이네요.
I'm relieved that none of you seem to have passed away or suffered severe wounds at the very least.
회사마다 업무 중 사망에 따른 정의가 다르고 절차도 복잡하다고 들었어요. 삼조 씨가 뭐라고 설명해 줬는데?
Ah, that reminds me. I was told companies have different definitions of death on the job and the process of dealing with them. I'm sure Samjo gave an explanation on it.
아니, 그럼 동랑 씨는 계속해서 이 모든 치료는 나노로봇 기술을 연구 중이신 건가?
So, Dongrang, are you continuing your research on improving those cure-all nanobots?
그럴 리가요. HP탄은 이미 상용화된 지 오래된 기술이에요. 지금은 HP탄을 활용한 가축 개량 연구를 진행 중이죠.
Of course not. HP bullets have long been commercialized. My project here is the improvement of livestock using HP bullets.
가축 개량 연구요?
Improving livestock?
절단이 아무것도 아니게 되는 개념이라면, 그저 순간에 지나지 않을 뿐이라면.
If cutting as a concept is reduced to irrelevance, if it becomes limited to a fleeting moment,
생각해 보세요. 우리는 질 좋은 고기들을 무한하게 먹을 수 있는 거예요.
think about it. We can get endless supplies of high quality meat.
그냥 질 좋은 고기도 아니라 수많은 사람이 매달려 연구하고 개량한 그런 드물고도 질 좋은 가축들의 고기를 말이죠.
And not just any meat. The flesh will come from livestock research and improved the combined efforts of countless minds. That's the quality and rarity we're talking about.
아무래도
It seems
로자 씨처럼 누구보다 고기를 진심으로 사랑하시나 보네요.
Dongring has a love of meat as deep as Raja's.
사랑이라. 시간과 관심을 끝없이 쏟는 게 사랑이라면 그럴지도 모르겠네요.
Love, you say? You might be right. If endlessly devoting time and care can be called love.
둘이 묘하게 재수 없는 게 아까부터 끼리끼리 잘 노는구만.
Huh. I guess snobby bunches get along well, eh? Don't beat up our client, okay, Heathcliff?
하는 거 보고.
Depends on how they behave. We see live chickens whose wings and legs are being cut endlessly. Don't even struggle as if they're feeling any pain.
나노로봇이 이렇게 생겼나? 아니, 내 눈엔 그냥 액체랑 다를 바 없어 보이는데.
Is this how nanobots look? All I see is liquid.
너무나 작은 입자가 유동성을 가지면 유체와 다름없어 보이는 법이니까요.
When infinitesimal particles have fluidity, they look pretty much the same as a fluid.
식량을 위해서 이렇게까지 해야 하는 거예요?
Is it really necessary to go this far for food?
어렸을 때부터 육즙이 흐르는 고기를 먹고 자란 도련님은 보기가 역하신가 보네.
The sight is too disgusting to handle for a rich boy who grew up on juicy meat, eh?
꼬맹이, 밥을 위해서는 못할 것이 없는 사람도 세상에 많아.
Kitty, there are a lot of people in the world who go to all lengths for a meal.
아니, 그거랑 다르잖아요. 그리고 저희 가족들은 고기를 먹지 않는 분들이었어요.
No, I mean,
저는 아니긴 했지만.
this isn't the same, and my family wouldn't eat any meat. I was an exception, though.
왜 굳이 이런 형태여야 해요? 그러니까 제 말은
Why does it have to be like this? What I'm trying to say is,
하려는 말이 뭔지 알 것 같아요.
I think I know what you're getting at.
역시 조금 부자연스럽죠? 단순히 식량 개선을 위한 거였다면 충분히 더 효율적인 방식이 있을 텐데요.
It does feel rather unnatural, doesn't it? If it was simply for the sake of improving food, there could have been more efficient ways to do it.
적어도 이거 하나는 확실하네. 진작 이 기술이 뒷골목에 전부 퍼졌더라면.
That's one thing I could say for sure. If this technology had been available in the back
나와
streets.
친구들은 쓰레기통이나 뒤지고 다니진 않았을 거야.
My friends and I wouldn't have had to rummage through trash cans.
기술
Technology.
아니요. 이것은 한낱 사육이요.
No, this is no more than breeding.
저치들은 날 수 있다는 것도 평생 모를 것이요.
They will never realize they have the ability to fly their entire lives. Yi Seng spoke, staring directly into Dongring. It was unusual for him to take this much interest in matters.
반론합니다. 닭은 본래 날지 못하거니와 이 기술은 현재 수많은 시민에게 질적인 복지를
I must object. Chickens cannot fly in the first place, and this technology is providing quality welfare to many.
괜찮아요, 삼조 씨.
It's okay, Samjo.
원래는 눈조차 잘 마주하지 않던 사람이 누군가를 또렷이 노려본다는 건
For someone who usually wouldn't look others in the eye to glare directly at a person,
그만큼 절박하다는 거잖아요.
that's a sign of desperation, isn't it?
사육은
The husbandry.
연구실에 지금 연구
Something seems to have happened to the lab.
선택일까요?
Will it be a good choice to head there now?
괜찮을 거야, 삼조 씨. 이분들은 우리 재생 앰플을 장착한 K사 경비들과도 맞서 싸워놓고 생체기 하나 없으신 실력자들인데
You'll be fine, Samjo. They're skilled enough that they got out of the scuffle with K-Corp security staff with their regenerative ampules without a scratch. Okay, I might as well just use up my energy. Intruders broke into the lab. Samjo called them terrorists, but they rejected the notion and instead introduced himself as Technology Liberation Alliance. Whatever they are, we'll have to fight them to survive the attack and proceed with the request.
불꽃을 바라신다면
출발함.
불꽃을 바라신다면
준비 되었어요.
제 차례인가요?
가보지.
Yeah, let's go with that.
직원 여러분들은 신속하게 책상 안으로 들어가 몸을 보호하시기 바랍니다.
An explosion has been detected. Please protect yourselves from the danger by swiftly moving under your desks. Well, these guys look interesting.
잘못 발사됐다.
Whoops, that was a misfire.
효과가 감지되었습니다. 직원 여러분들은 각자 소지하고 있는 재생 앰플을 활성화시킨 후에
A second explosion has been detected. Please activate the regeneration ampule in your possession and...
손으로 도착할 K사 경비들을 기다려.
Please wait for K-Corp security staff that arrive within 18 seconds of...
저 멘트는 여전하네. 왜 저런 말은 항상 차분한 목소리로 말해야 하는 걸까?
Same old announcement. I wonder why the broadcasts like that are told in such a calm voices.
숨이라도 헐떡이면서 말해야지 사람들을 대피시키는데 효과적이지 않겠어?
Wouldn't a little gasping and panicking be more effective in getting people to evacuate?
역시 기술이나 과학 같은 것에만 몰두해서 눈이 멀어버리면 감정에 공감하려는 노력은 없어진다니까.
See? Getting so preoccupied with all that technology and science nonsense dulls your empathy with feelings.
말이 너무 많아. 조용히.
You talk too much. Be quiet.
모두 무사하십니까? 혹시라도 무사하지 않은 분들은 재생 앰플을 받아가시면 됩니다. 교차 적합 검사를 받아야 하긴 하지만 일단 급하니.
Is everyone alright? If you aren't, take a regeneration sample. Cross-compatibility test is normally needed, but we're in an emergency.
태어나네. 보통 테러가 벌어지면 단체로 혼란에 휩싸이지 않나?
You look unfazed. Doesn't a terrorist attack usually throw everyone into chaos?
첫 테러엔 모두가 우왕좌왕했었죠. 그땐 폭발 감지 안내 방송도 없었거든요.
The first attack did have everyone panicking.
삼조 씨가 그때 책상에 한참 동안 숨어서 안 나왔는데
The explosive detection broadcast didn't exist either, so Samjo hid under his desk for quite some time.
항상 말하지만 그건 로비에서 일어난 테러였고 저는 책상 깊숙이 떨어진 수첩을 주우려던 것뿐이었습니다.
As I was saying, the attack occurred at the lobby. I was merely attempting to pick up a notebook that fell under the desk.
심각하게 받아들이셔야 합니다, 동랑님. 둥지 한복판에 있는 K사 연구실을 습격한 건 보통 일이 아닙니다.
You must take the situation seriously, Mr. Dongring. An attack on K-Corp laboratory in the middle of the nest is not a matter of course.
그러게. 이번엔 용케 연구원들이 있는 층까지 도달했네요. 나 왼쪽 다리가 좀 삔 것 같아, 삼조 씨.
For sure. They managed to arrive at the floor where the researchers are. I think I sprained my left ankle, Samjo. I watched as Samjo injected the regeneration ample into Dongring's body.
로보토미 지부를 점령하고 있다는 테러 집단이 저자들인가?
Are they the terrorists that are occupying the Lobotomy Corp branch?
맞아요. 호랑이도 제 말하면 어음이네요.
Indeed. Speak of the devil.
사람들이 테러 단체들이라고요? 그다지 전투에 특화되어 있지는 않아 보이는데요.
They're part of the terrorist organization? They don't really look like well-trained combatants.
꼬맹이가 이제 그런 눈썰미도 생겼냐?
Would you look at that? You got an eye for that now, kid?
당연합니다. 직접 전투에 나서는 건 저들이 아니니까요.
It's natural. They aren't the ones directly engaging in combat.
보기에도 동랑님처럼 비실비실해 보이지 않습니까?
You should take a single glance to notice that he appear lean and frail like Mr. Dongring.
돈 있는 놈들은 직접 안 싸우더라도 만에 하나 모른다면서 신체 강화 시술을 받더만. 저거 다 엄살 아니야?
I've seen rich saws that don't get into fights still get body-enhancing augments just in case. Sure they aren't just acting
꼭
weak?
그렇지만도 않습니다. 신체 강화 방법이 다양한 만큼 형태에 따라 거부감을 느끼기도 하고
It's not necessarily the case. As varied as ways to augment the body are, some may be repulsed by it, physically or mentally.
심지에 따라서 거좀 있는 깃털들이 자격 미달이면 일정 위력 이상의 시술을 받는 것을 금기시하는 곳도 있어요.
Some nests even forbid their residents from getting procedures above a certain level of power if they aren't qualified.
것들이 힘을 가져서 들고 일어나면 곤란하기라도 하나 봐. 그치?
They don't want the lowly to rise up and topple the ruling class over, huh?
그 가능성도 부정할 수는 없겠네요. 둥지마다 다양한 이유가 있을 테니까.
I couldn't deny that possibility. Each nest must have its own reasons.
근본적으로 강화 시술은 고출력 차량과 흡사합니다. 감당 못할 출력의 차량 같은 장비를 검증되지 않은 자가 다룬다면
But fundamentally speaking, augmenting procedures are like high-performing vehicles. If an unqualified driver were to try and handle a vehicle with power output above what they can handle,
여러 질서는 금방이라도 깨질 테니 그 부분을 예방하는 차원이 클 거예요.
layers of order in the nest will fall apart in no time, so I'd like to prevent that from happening.
열성적인 설명 중에 미안하지만 참고로 전 엄살은 아니고 진짜 아팠답니다.
Sorry to interrupt your passionate exposition. The pain was genuine for me, just so you know. Soon enough, people wearing familiar outfits appeared, along with the unforgettable beat of footsteps.
검문소에서 봤던
The ones from the checkpoint,
이제는 우리의 든든한 아군이겠네요.
and now they are reliable allies. Those robots, they look seriously hostile.
천의 과다 출혈, 12cm 이상의 척추 손상, 심장 동맥 적중, 두개골 파괴.
Emerged within 5 seconds. Spinal damage of at least 12 centimeters in length. Direct impact of coronary artery. Destruction of the cranium.
그리하여 모든 적은 불필요한 고통 없이 즉사한다.
These steps will ensure the enemy meets immediate death without unnecessary suffering.
필요한 고통도 고통이지만 그냥 애매하게 뇌가 남아버리면 되살아나 버리니까 곤란해서 그런 거 아니었어?
It can do that, but wasn't it mainly to fully destroy the brain so they can't regenerate themselves?
저기 신뢰가 안 된다면 너네 바로 죽진 않아도 그냥 죽은 척 해줄 수 있을까? 얘 어제 밤새워서 즉사기능 업그레이드 된 거거든.
Hey, if you don't mind, could you pretend to be dead if it doesn't kill you right away? My buddy stayed up all night upgrading the insta-kill function.
조용히.
Quiet.
봐봐, 내 말이 맞잖아. 저 반동거리로는 후두엽까지만 통과된다니까. 이걸 꼭 실전을 통해서 깨달아야 속이 후련하니?
See, I told you. With that recoil distance, it only reaches as deep as the occipital lobe. Do you really have to learn it through trial?
진짜 측두엽까지 뚫었어야 했는데.
Damn it. Should have gone all the way through the temporal lobe.
질릴 수 없죠. 로봇은 저희 쪽에도 있거든요. 곧 나타날 텐데.
We can't lose to them. We have robots of our own. They should be here any minute now.
아, 짠! 재생 앰플 투여 드론이에요.
Ah, there it is. The Regeneration Ample Administrative Drone.
그래도 든든하겠어요. 상처를 입을 때마다 즉각적으로 재생 앰플을 투여해 주는 건가요?
Must be pretty handy to have them. Did they inject the ampules right as the staff is injured?
네. 머리통이 날아가거나 황금 시간을 놓쳐 뇌가 정지한 상태가 되기 전에만 주입되면 그들은 불사입니다.
Yes, as long as their heads aren't lost and the ample is injected before the golden time passes, and their brain stops functioning, they're practically undying.
장기가 관통되거나
Injuries like holes in internal organs?
옳고 뼈가 부러지는 것 정도는 수초 내에 원상 복구가 가능하니까.
Or broken bones can be healed in seconds.
하고 아픔조차 못 느끼지는 않을 텐데요. 저들은 왜 이렇게 태연하게?
Even still, they shouldn't be immune to pain. How could they be so calm about it?
심지어 바로 옆에 있는 동료의 신체가 절단되어도 눈길조차 안 주잖아요.
They won't even bat an eye to a colleague right next to them being cut down.
그런 일이다.
Natural behavior.
몇 초 내에 복구가 된다면 모든 판단은 부수적인 일이 될 뿐.
If all wounds could be healed up in seconds, all judgment regarding it will be secondary.
그렇다면 저희도 언젠가는 저렇게 변하는 걸까요?
If that's the case, will we become like that eventually?
그런 걸 왜 생각하는지 모르겠군.
I don't see a reason to think about such things.
궁금하잖아요.
I was just curious.
그런데 여기 못 보던 옷 입고 있는 뉴 페이스들은 누구야? 자기 소개해줄 사람?
By the way, who are these new faces with unfamiliar outfits? Anyone want to introduce yourself?
우리가 알 바는 아니지.
None of our business.
맞아. 그런데 계속 마주보고 있으려니까 조금 어색해서 누군가는 말을 꺼내야 하지 않나 싶은데.
True, but it's kind of awkward to be just facing them. Someone's gonna talk, no?
짝 테러 조직 따위한테 왜 자기 소개를 해야 하죠?
Why should we introduce ourselves to a terrorist organization?
우린 테러 조직 따위가 아니다. 말 조심해.
We're no mere terrorist organization. Watch your words.
나는 그 어감 나쁘지 않은 것 같아. 4살 때 내 가치관과 맥락은 같아서 11살 때 쓴 원자 논문이 당선되면서 어쩔 수 없이 대학원에 부름을 받게 됐지만
I don't hate the sound of it. It lines up with my beliefs when I was 4. I had to answer the call of a grad school because the paper I wrote on atoms won a prize at the age of 11.
조용히 해. 우리는 기술 해방 연합이다.
Shut it. We are the Technology Liberation Alliance.
어떤 기술을 해방시키는 거죠? 기술이라는 것도 자유를 원하는 건가요?
Liberate what technologies exactly? Does technology yearn for freedom?
아마도 저 연구실 안에 있는 동물들 아닐까요?
Maybe they're talking about the animals in a lab, I think?
들었어? 쟤 우리가 동물 보호사라도 되는 줄 아나 본데?
You hear that? He thinks we're animal protectors or something.
미안한데 그런 고리타분한 여행은 옛적에 끝났단다. 우리가 행복하게 자라나 건강하게 튀겨진 치킨이나 씹자고 잘 시간까지 갈아가면서 기계들을 조립하는 줄 알아?
Sorry, but that was out of fashion long ago. You think we're working day and night assembling machines just to fight for happily raised chickens fried in healthy oil?
특히 X-32형 볼트는 요새 구하기도 힘들어서 다른 둥지를 통해서만 주문해야 돼. 세금이 얼마나 붙는지 알아?
Type X-32 bolts are so hard to get these days. We have to order them from other nests. Do you have any idea how much tax is added?
S-32형 볼트는 C-9 볼트를 주조한 다음 2시간 간격으로 담금질을 하면 대체가 가능합니다.
You can substitute Type X-32 bolts by casting a C9 bolt and tampering it at an interval of 2 hours.
어디서 가짜게 아는 척을.
You aren't gonna win us over by acting all smart.
오, 아니야. 그럴듯해.
Oh, no, she might be right. It could work.
아니 대체 왜 촉군한테까지 팁을 주는 거야, 파우스트 씨?
Could you tell us why you're offering advice to enemies, Miss
이해
Faust?
못하시겠죠. 연구원들에겐 죽음보다 중요한 신념 같은 것이 있답니다.
You wouldn't understand. Researchers have a creed more valuable than life.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
So let's see what they have. On hit, inflict 2 attack power down. Okay. Inflict 3 tremor.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어!
최선을 다해보자. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
제프를 따라오십시오.
Okay, so it looks like blunt damage is what is key here.
계속 집중하지.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
직접 나서지. 예측대로군.
그럼
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
제프를 따라오십시오.
다음은 어디요? 그럼
탱고더.
Let's see. Bleed is not optimal for this Kanto. I'm kind of noticing blunt seems to be the trick to go. And also, the robot sometimes going to boost accompanied by the special effect on their sprite. Oh yeah, bleed does not seem to be that helpful here. All right, that's fine.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않는다는 사람 누구야?
제프를
Yeah, let's try that out.
다음은 어디요?
God, that ability is so good.
쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
재밌네요. 안테님 봤어요?
잘 풀린 것 같습니다.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
빈틈투성이로군.
그럼 다음은 어디요?
Okay, that's probably gonna be the last for me for today.
세상으로.
I mean, I could technically do one more, but yeah, we'll save it. Let's just go ahead and do that. Come over here, do an extraction real quick. Okay, wish me luck. Nope, didn't get it. Alright, all good.
검의 향연을 이룰 시간이 돌아왔어.
Yep, I have a good one. I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna probably play some EDF later tonight, but I need a small little bit of a break and get some lunch. My throat's getting a little tired. I'll talk to you later.